2K Sports checks in with our loyal viewers with a broadcast from Philadelphia. It's the home of the 76ers, the Wells Fargo Center. We've got an action-packed Saturday night of NBA action for you. Thanks for joining us. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Taking a look at Brooklyn, they've struggled game after game to secure wins. It's been a tough haul, but they've had to feel like this game provides them a good chance to win.
And right now for Brooklyn, they've been shockingly ineffective this season. I don't know if anyone thought they'd have this much of a struggle, but the chemistry's been horrible.
Yeah, it has been. I mean, there's been nothing pretty about their performance this season at all. As they tried harder, it seemed to just get worse.
So the Nets starting five. Jared Jack is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's Bargnani. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Johnson in at the three. Injuries have certainly taken their toll on Bargnani, culminating in disaster last season. Greg shooting up for only 29 games, the fewest ever in his career.
I mean, he had a series of leg injuries, the hammy, the calf. Really unfortunate part about it is that he has so much talent, but yet really to develop that on the floor because of all the issues.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Okafor with a screen on Jack. The drive by Jennings. Okafor. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It will be 3 points if he converts at the line.
And in thinking about Bargnani's impact, he's a guy who can generate points from every spot on the floor. 3-point range, converts at the rim. He's about 7 feet tall, 250 pounds, and shoots free throws like a guard.
And talking about Bargnani last season, he was actually generating efficient numbers when he was healthy. I mean, way up in field goal percentage, 3-point percentage. I would love to see him remain healthy and have a chance to quiet the doubters.
Now here's Jennings after the miss from Joe Johnson. Pass to Sampson. It's back to Jennings. Shot clock at 5. Here's Millsap. Bargnani grabs the board.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Jack against Thompson. 13 feet away. That's good on the jump shot. Jack's got his first 2 points.
Really nice way to get your first bucket of the day.
Jennings gets to Okafor. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Here's Jack. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
Outside Jennings. Lopez with the steal. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Bargnani sets the screen for Johnson. A three-pointer off the mark. The 76ers trail by 4. Jennings with the ball. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Wizards in Washington.
And he also was a table setter in that game, Kevin. Just an amazing job with his passing. Just a joy to watch that.
Well, I tell you what, it's easy to get spoiled watching this fella. I mean, he just makes it look so simple.
Lopez sets a screen for Johnson. Again, the miss by Johnson.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
And that one's good. Millsap.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
That is good.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Millsap a screen. Jennings passes to Millsap. Lopez with the block, but he stays with it. Jennings with another miss. For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first.
Johnson on the threes.
Johnson dishes to Bargnani from 13. And no good as it rattles out.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And Thompson kicks to Okafor. Brooklyn with the rebound. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Yeah, the inability to make threes in that game because they took a lot of them, I think, is why they ended up on the short end of the stick.
Yeah, they did take a bunch of them. Sometimes you can make up for poor three-point shooting with a strong inside game, but their inside game just wasn't strong enough.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And here is Jack. Last game we saw him score 13. They grabbed their own miss. Lopez, no luck. Philadelphia's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for Brooklyn. We talked about the keys to this game, and he singled out Paul Millsap as a player they've simply got to be mindful of. Coach told me he's always been an energy guy, someone you have to locate and box out every possession. But he's developed his offensive game to the point where he's more than just a hustle guy. He's also a scoring threat now, and a guy we can't leave open. They'll be watching him, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. And here are the 76ers now. After the basket by Brooklyn, it's deflected. Lopez with the steal. Here's Bogdanovich. 20 points for him last game against Sacramento. The dish to Lopez. Nope, not that time. Nothing for two from the field.
They've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass today.
Yeah, and it's already got them a +5 margin in the rebound column.
Jennings passes to Sampson. On the wing, Thompson. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. And it's Okafor missing. Nets shooting just about an even 40% to start. Lopez a screen. The feed to Bargnani. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter. And guys, looking at Jarrett Jack, one word comes to mind: professional. I mean, he's as solid as they come. Tough, capable, experienced, and he proved it all again last season.
Let's see the leading three-point teams in the NBA. The 76ers third.
No doubt they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Embiid comes in for Okafor, and Noel subbed in for Paul Millsap. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Donald Sloan comes in for Jarrett Jack. 76ers trailing. Talking about Jarrett Jack, he is especially dangerous at the end of the game. Not only does he make great decisions, Clark, he was a top 10 free throw shooter last season.
Yeah, experienced, tough-minded ball handlers and shot makers are always valuable, especially when it's winning time.
And guys, Brandon Jennings last season looked like he was finally becoming more efficient. He shot at the upper range of his career field goal percentage from 3 and the free throw line. And then suddenly the Achilles ended his season at 41 games played. Really unfortunate.
First one falls for him. Getting back to Jennings last season really did start out as one of his best. Not just the improvement, Clark, in accuracy. His turnovers per game were at a career low.
Yeah, that's what we have to watch out for with Jennings. I mean, he's still only 26 years old, Kevin. Now, plenty of time to continue to refine and hone his game. I think his best basketball is in front of him.
Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for the 76ers. Cannon comes in for Thompson. And Jennings drops them both. Hey, guys, Brandon Jennings, some people love his chaotic game. Some can't stand it. One of the more polarizing talents in the NBA.
Yeah, I don't think he'll ever shoot for an efficient percentage or become a lockdown defender, Kevin. He's an offensive catalyst. He pushes the action, and he'll go on scoring binges, but I think he does more good than bad with his style of play.
And Philadelphia has possession. Following the miss by Brook Lopez. Embiid the screen. Cannon dishes to Noel. Here's the break. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And a moment now to check out the numbers for Brandon Jennings. His last 10 games have been exceptional, averaging 17 points per game, 12 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Hey, every train needs a conductor, man. He unifies his teammates, sets the tempo, and they make some sweet, sweet music.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
That free throw missing.
And talking about Brandon Jennings, he has an endless bag of tricks. Keeping the ball literally on a string, makes behind the back, no look, and off the backboard passes few players would even try. That unpredictability, though, can make him difficult to check and often forces defenders into positions from which they can't recover.
You know, Brandon Jennings is that rare type of difference maker, a guy who can jumpstart your offense without turning the ball over. That's a valuable asset when you're trying to line up the W's.
Cannon from long range. That's good. Cannon's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Yeah, perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that particular matchup, but showed the excellent ability to get off that shot despite the disadvantage inside. They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
3, Marshall can't get it to go. So Brooklyn will take it the other way.
You know, a team's rebounding is one of the great measures of its energy, and theirs has been terrific in the first quarter.
Yeah, they've brought it in terms of having another level of intensity right from the tip.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Now, here's Marshall, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Cannon's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for Philadelphia.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Let's face it, the defense is a step slow. You've got to take away the airspace.
And now Philadelphia on the break. Got a piece of it. Here's Sloan. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Screen by Young. In the corner, it's Ellington. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And they may have been on the road, but you know what? They nullified any home court disadvantage in that game by how well they shot it from 3.
Shooting can always be a great equalizer. I mean, when you shoot like that from outside, it really makes winning on the road a lot easier.
Now, here's Ellington. Kendall Marshall unable to get his shot to go. Ellington kicks to Sloan. Lopez a screen. Sloan passes to Lopez. That is good. Lopez has got 6.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Now, here's Marshall. There's a screen by Noel. 5 on the clock. Marshall dishes to Noel. And the shot is good. Noel's got his first points of the night.
And the lead goes right back. What a seesaw affair we've got going on.
This game's right there for the taking, but neither team can quite grab hold of it. Like a slippery bar of soap there. Somebody's got to take charge here.
Well, with Nerlens Noel coming out, we knew he'd be a plus shot blocker. He set the Kentucky single-game record with 12 in a game shot blocks. He also knew he had the chance to be a great rebounder, but we definitely knew he needed help with his shot, and that will continue on into next year.
Yeah, you know, he spent the year rehabbing that knee, but also spent that year correcting his shooting form. And we're not talking about just a tweak when it comes to shooting the basketball.
Well, a lot of tough teams in this league. Here's where Brooklyn sits right now. 11th in free throw percentage, 13th in steals. They're in the top half of the league and getting high percentage shots as well. Not too shabby.
.146 left to play in the first. Here's Sloan. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
And, you know, going back to Nerlens Noel's shooting, the improvements to his form look really good. Even better is that he hit 60% from the line as a rookie. That may not sound like a great start, but at this stage of his development, that's great progress.
And so he draws the foul on the shot, got tripped to the line to shoot 2.
You know, one caution I have about Noel's improved shooting, you don't want him to fall in love with jumpers. He did shoot only 46% from the field last year. Conversely, DeAndre Jordan shot 71% because he dunked everything and kept his head under the rim. It's a fine line between improving your game and playing within your limitations.
And Embiid drops them both. Nets trail by 3. Screen by Young. Here's Sloan. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And now Philadelphia on the break. Grant leading the charge.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
Cannon can't hit.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter. Shots good from Young. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
I'd say, 8 lead changes, that speaks for itself.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
Now, here's Marshall. Embiid kicks to Marshall. There's Cannon with the 3. Shot's good. Marshall making the play. Marshall's got 3 assists in the game. Now Ellington, he's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Cannon. Jacks up a 3. The shot misses. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. 76ers ahead, up 2. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on the 76ers so far?
You know what? They're dominating on the backboards. They have controlled the paint thus far.
Flexing their muscles down low, and they've limited second chances too, guys.
Here's Jennings. Setting the floor for the Nets. Johnson is out there with Young. Then it's Jarrett Jack. Then it's Bargnani. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 2 spot. Young with the steal. Here's Bogdanovich. He's guarded by Jennings. They get a hand on it. Okafor with the steal. Jack against Jennings. To the middle. Here's Millsap. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. 8 points for Millsap.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed. Never in a hurry.
And Jack, here we go. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Jennings with the bucket.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
Now here is Jack. 6 points for him. That's good.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But boy, that was a nice job.
Here's Jennings after Jarrett Jack's score. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
And just another example, Kevin, of how they built this lead, just outworking.
Greg, that was definitely an effort play right there. You talk about that all the time, fighting to get proper position, then slamming home the putback.
Yep, and if they can maintain this energy level, their lead will be safe. Check out these handles. That's rush hour handle. Not midday, not early morning. That's rush hour handle. That nasty spin just froze the defender.
Millsap a screen on Jack. Thompson in the corner. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
Outside Jack. And he makes good on the layup. Jack's got 12 in the game.
Yeah, that's a difficult shot in the face of a defender that towers over him.
You know, guys sometimes love proving people wrong. You know that from guys you've played with. And, Greg, this mismatch gives him an opportunity to quiet the haters and naysayers.
Okay. And Paul Millsap, guys, the only player to lead the NCAA in rebounding 3 straight seasons back in college. A former second-round pick was kind of slept on, but now clearly making his mark in the NBA.
Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Bargnani. Now here's Jennings. 5 points in the game. Okafor with a screen on Johnson. Thompson left side. From the arc. Another 3 for Philadelphia. Greg, you were were talking about Millsap's ferocious rebounding. He battles inside, but Clark, he is so skilled.
Yeah, he's just really a good all-around basketball player. He can pass, handle, step out, and hit the three. Very, very versatile. He makes an impact on the game a lot of ways.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Nets trail by 7. Bargnani a screen on Jennings. Jack passes to Bargnani. Here's Young, and the bucket counts. He's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
Sounds good. The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
And, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Philadelphia?
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
Now here's Jennings. He's got 5. Thompson for 3. The rebound by Johnson.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
Here's Thompson. Pass to Jennings. He dishes it to Millsap. Shoots from 12. A rebound by the Nets. Bargnani's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Jack with it. Now Okafor defending. Johnson dishes to Young. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
And whether he's a great off-balance shooter or not, the lean is probably not the best option on that shot.
Thompson with the bucket.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Now here's Johnson. He's coming off a 10-point game against Sacramento.
And Kevin, a remarkable night for him passing the basketball as well. He did a great job racking up the assists.
The 76ers leading by 6. Sampson kicks to Jennings. Jack with the defensive effort.
He is yet to get into the flow of this game. His teammates have done their part, but they need him to pick his game up.
The 11-footer. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Jack's got 10 points now just in this quarter. Philadelphia's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. There's the pick. Jennings kicks to Thompson. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. Jennings has got assist number 7 for him tonight. Jack against Jennings. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And I feel like there's a reason Joe Johnson has gotten a number of astronomical contracts. It's because he does everything for you. He's like one of those items you buy that touts everything you need, nothing you don't. Well, to me, that's Joe Johnson.
For Brooklyn, they have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Nerlens Noel checks in for Millsap, and it's Cannon in for Brandon Jennings. Then for the Nets, Caruso. He's checked in for Bogdanovich, and Donald Sloan subbed in for Jarrett Jack. Both shots good from the stripe. Clark, when you take a look at Joe Johnson, if you were on a good team, a team that was contending for a championship, where ideally would you like him to be? Where would you slot him?
I'd put him in that first or second scoring role because he's so good and scores so effortlessly. And at some point, I think he's going to hoist that Larry O'Brien trophy.
And look, Joe Johnson last season, not his best statistically, but boy, did he show some heart. I mean, he was one of the catalysts for Brooklyn making the playoffs, especially when Brook Lopez returned healthy and the two could play off of one another.
Philadelphia leading by 5. Talking about Joe Johnson, I'm not going to lie. Last year wasn't one of his best statistically, Clark. His shooting accuracy was on the low end. His turnover numbers were high. It wasn't very pretty.
But for Joe, Kevin, I don't think it was about the numbers last year. It was about wanting to compete and to win. And he's developed a champion's will over the years, and I would like to see him finally achieve his goal of maybe winning the championship. I think he deserves it. He's been consistent, he's been solid, and now you see some maturation with him as well.
Here's Johnson. Jahlil Okafor making his last shot. Young's shot is off.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game. That's helped them stake this lead.
That's his first personal foul.
The 76ers shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
2 shots.
He misses the free throw. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Marshall comes in for Hollis Thompson. Lopez, he's checked in for the Nets. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Joe Johnson. So he comes up empty at the line. Thaddeus Young provides a lot of things, Clark. Solid on both ends of the floor. You can plug him into almost any lineup and make it work.
Yeah, he's an ideal basketball player because of his versatility. I think that's one of his greatest strengths. Not only can he play the 3 or 4, he can go inside and outside, too.
Here's Marshall. After the basket by Brooklyn, he kicks it to Okafor. 76ers moving the ball around. Shot clock at 5. And here's Marshall from the arc. Can't get it to go. The Nets go the other way with it.
And guys, when you talk about Thaddeus Young, last year was another solid season for him. Excellent job finishing around the rim as usual. Solid rebounding numbers, but still trying to improve his consistency from the 3. He started the season strong in that department and kind of fell off a bit at the end.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Okafor.
Man, Thaddeus Young, he's really entering the prime of his career right now at age 27. Hard to believe he's now in his 9th season. Only spent 1 year in college. Still plenty of room to grow.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
Here's Cannon. He's got 9. Embiid, the pass to Grant. Here's Cannon. Young with the steal. Here's Sloan. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Grant with the ball. Passes it to Cannon. Takes the 3. Lopez grabs the board. Lopez has got 3 rebounds now in this one.
In the first quarter, he was killing them from outside, but he can't get it going here.
Here's Sloan. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And stolen by Noel. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Grant. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
Now, here's Marshall. Here's Cannon. Out left of the wing. To the paint. Hangs. That's good from Marshall on the assist by Embiid. Now it's a 6-point Philadelphia lead. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting 47% in the second quarter. Let's look now at which teams have been the hottest offensively for the past 10 games. Fifth on the list, the 76ers.
Yeah, what an impressive run for this club. Everybody seems to be in a rhythm in terms of scoring, and they are putting up some big numbers.
And the 76ers making a change here. Millsap's checked in. Wayne Ellington's checked in for the Nets. Lopez a screen. Here's Sloan looking for his first basket still in this one. Dishes to Lopez. Good for another basket for him. Number 4 today. He's 4 of 8.
You know, it's a plus to get good looks in the paint. And when you can get them, you got to score them.
Embiid the screen. Feeds it to Noel. And Lopez pulls it down. Nets trail by 4. Lopez a screen. The pass to Hollis Jefferson. And he gets it to go. 10 points for Brook Lopez.
You love it when a big man has those soft hands. Rarely any problem converting that close to the rim.
Here's a screen by Noel. And Marshall kicks to Embiid. Lopez with the steal. Pass to Ellington. Lopez outside. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Lopez has got it all tied up now for the Nets. Philadelphia's gone an even 50% from three-point range in the second quarter. 4 for 8. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first half. Millsap in the corner. Knocks it loose. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
That's his first personal foul.
And last year, quite a rookie campaign for Nerlens Noel. He had the ACL injury he sustained in college. Missed his first full season with the Sixers. And like you've talked about, you know, he came back and really, with a flourish, made a mark his first year in the league.
Yeah, and Kevin, a lot of people wondered how would he bounce back from that knee, and I'd have to say it was pretty good. I mean, finished 3rd in the voting for Rookie of the Year.
All free throws good from Noel.
And, you know, getting back to Nerlens Noel, if it weren't for the ACL tear, he may have been the first player drafted in 2K13. His 8 rebounds and nearly 2 blocks a game as a rookie show he has the talent.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. Here's Sloan. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Lopez. Rebound by the 76ers. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Nets. That one was played in Brooklyn.
Yeah, I had the chills watching that. It really was a nightmare defensively for them when you go into that building and get punished by some very hot shooting.
They didn't challenge the shooters. They didn't defend the shooters like they should have. And once the fans got into it and the arena started ramping up and cranking up, it was over.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Nets lead by 1. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, we have Brook Lopez with us. What is foremost in your mind going up against these guys tonight?
You know, I've just been trying to be aggressive, really attack the rim, and my guys have been giving me great looks everybody the basketball I can finish.
Brooke, thank you very much. Kevin, over to you.
Okay, Doris, much appreciated. And now for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you to the halftime show on 2K Sports. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They never trailed by more than 3 points, and it was neck and neck the entire period. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half in a good position. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Well, they're generating points in the paint, which I like to see. Too often teams fall in love with the three, and the defenses can key on that. You want to keep your offense unpredictable, which is why you need to establish a presence inside. Once you do that, then you can play inside out, and you've got the defense right where you want it.
Shaq, what'd you think about Philadelphia?
Way too many turnovers, Ernie. I understand pushing the action, trying to make things happen, but you gotta be under control. Forced turnovers are one thing. Being completely careless is another. At least they have another half of basketball to improve.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
Talk about a terrific game for Jack. He's got 14 points, and he hasn't forgotten to get his teammates involved either.
And he's conscious, I think, Clark, of good ball movement. It needs to be a part of their game plan throughout.
The 76ers trail. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the 76ers, they've got Jennings, Paul Millsap out there with Okafor. Then it's Hollis Thompson. And it's Sampson in at the 3. Here's Jack. Following the basket by Paul Millsap. Bargnani a screen on Jennings. And Jack, here we go. Here's Lopez. And a great assist by Jack as that one goes in. 14 points for Brook Lopez. The 76ers shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Jennings dishes to Millsap. Sinks the three-pointer. Millsap's got 17 minutes. And Clark, as we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, exactly right, Kevin. I mean, these teams just simply keep trading baskets, and as a result, trading the lead.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion. Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunity.
Okafor, good D by Lopez.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
Here's Bogdanovich. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game.
Well, Lopez has been great. He has 14 points, and all the steals he's collected only add to his impressive stat line.
And whether he's picking someone's pocket or picking off a pass, he has been a disruptive force out on the floor.
First trip to the line for him here.
He struggled mightily at the free throw line in their last game.
Yeah, it wasn't his best performance at all from the stripe. He's got to put it behind him, and I know he'd like to immediate. Guys, he is close to where he was last year in that category, but his numbers are still down just a skosh.
Brook Lopez hits them both. Watching Brook Lopez, he all the time contributes in every category. It's amazing the number of ways he affects the game.
Deadly with the shot. Tremendous touch back to the basket, moves, facing up, makes free throws. Good offensive rebounder, capable passer. He just makes things happen.
It's the Nets now after the Sixers pick up 2. And here's Bargnani outside. Millsap grabs the miss. Millsap's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Sampson, the pass to Thompson. Millsap has the open look. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Millsap's got 7 points for the quarter. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And Jack kicks to Bogdanovich. Tries from 10, and Okafor with the block. Lopez missing again. 76ers have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Thompson with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Thompson dishes to Jennings. Millsap a screen. Jennings kicks to Okafor. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And now let's bring up the numbers and show you the point guards with the highest assist rate over the past month. Second, Brandon Jennings.
And obviously assists are the name of the game at the point guard position. And that's not lost on these guys. It's all about making their teammates better.
I agree. I mean, their vision, their unselfishness, the connection they have with their teammates. It really adds up to a real wealth of understanding of what to do out there, and it makes them a special group.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And they're having a lot of trouble at the line today. And unfortunately, it's the kind of day we've seen this team have a lot.
So he gets them both.
The defense keeps coming up short. Just no solution for Okafor. He's got 8 points, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
You know what? He's been a difference maker defensively today, Clark. He's disrupted more plays than the stat sheet will show. And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk, angry self-talk for himself after that miss.
Now here's Okafor. He's got 8. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Joe Johnson picks one up. For Philadelphia, they have shot the ball pretty well from the line, going 8 of 11.
At the line for 2.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good.
Timeout for the 76ers.
He's off on the second.
Well, it's been bumpy for him from the line. Free throw shooting, something he really struggles with.
And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Okafor's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Jennings against Jack. And it's Okafor. That time on the assist from Brandon Jennings. 10 points for Jahlil Okafor.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Bogdanovich passes to Lopez to stop the run, and the layup is up and in. Lopez has got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Jennings against Jack. From the wing. Here's Okafor. Rejected by Bargnani. Johnson outside. Lopez kicks to Bogdanovich. He feeds it to Bargnani. And he banks in the layup. Now just a 2-point 76ers lead. The 76ers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Well, the plan has been obvious now for a while. The 76ers really loading up on young players, letting them see a lot of minutes, and we're hoping it's going to bear some fruit, as you like to say, coming up.
Exactly, and it will in time because they've accumulated some really nice young talent, Kevin. Boy, I love the great assist that time by Jack.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Kicks it to Millsap. The 10-footer. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. And it's now 23 points for Paul Millsap.
And with the 76ers, it's not just on the floor that they have stifled the progress. That they've taken 2 top picks knowing they would sit out a full year just to rehab injuries.
Now here is Jack. 14 points for him. Shoots it. The offensive rebound. Another shot. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Bargnani's got 8 points here in this quarter.
They have got to put a body on him because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
Jennings with the ball. Now Jack defending. Jennings dishes to Millsap. 6 on the shot clock. Right side Jennings. Brooklyn with the rebound. Bargnani's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
You know, one thing few people talk about with the Sixers, this plan of building through the draft and with young players, what if it actually works to their benefit? Then it would become a copycat strategy because we know in the NBA, it's a herd mentality if something works.
Okay, let's give a hand to your own Sixers dancers.
And with the moment, let's check out some stats for Thompson. Over the last month, getting it done. He's right around 13 points a night, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
Better than expected. He still has a ways to go, but I like what I'm seeing right now.
Nerlens Noel checks in for Philadelphia. And the Nets also making a change. Young's checked in. And Bogdanovich kicks to Jack. Here's Lopez, and the shot is good. Lopez has got 8 here in the quarter. The 76ers lead. Noel sets a screen for Jennings. Now the dish to Noel. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And he's just going all out to get the second chance points. Just a terrific finish.
There was no one that was going to prevent him, GA, from converting that one.
Well, clearly this is the kind of game that could come down to 1 or 2 plays, and he wants to be the guy to make those plays.
Here's Jack. 76ers getting the bucket. Kicks it out to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. And that one comes up a bit short.
It's just been a brutal outing for him. He still hasn't managed to make a shot, and the team is struggling because of it.
Thompson misses. Nets trail by 4. There's the feed to Jack. And it's Johnson penetrating, but he gets it back. He dishes it to Lopez. And let's take this opportunity to show you the most productive rookie rebounders of the last 10 games. Second is Jahlil Okafor.
Well, we've seen how ferocious he can be in the paint. He's not shy about trading elbows and bodying up for position.
Yeah, you see his confidence building game by game. I mean, he's been terrorizing the boards over the past couple of weeks.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And for Brook Lopez, disappointing start to last season. The season before, he had played only 17 games, so he wanted to make an impact right off the bat. It just didn't work out.
Yeah, you know, he missed the first 2 games altogether with the foot injury and comes back to play pretty well, then hurts his back. Out for 8 more games, comes back again. He's benched in favor of Miles Plumlee. Just a very disjointed year for Lopez.
Good on the second free throw.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Inside, and it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Kendall Marshall's checked in for Philadelphia.
Kendall Marshall.
Nets trail by 3. There's the screen. Lopez a screen. And Sloan kicks to Ellington. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And for Lopez, last year was the first time since he was a rookie that he didn't start every game. I mean, that is a huge shot to your confidence. I don't care who you are or what your circumstances. But you know what? At the end, he rose above it.
And for Brooklyn, they're shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Sloan passes to Ellington. Young, right side, from 15 feet away, no good. So Philadelphia will take it the other way.
You know, on the topic of Lopez last season, ugly beginning, but things got beautiful over the last 2 months. 55% shooting, nearly 20 and 10 a game, some of the best numbers of his career.
And it's Noel missing.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Sloan shot is off. Philadelphia leading by 3. Here's Cannon. He's got 11. Can't hit the step-back jump shot. Deflects the pass. Here's Marshall. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Marshall's got his second bucket of the night.
And something we don't see nearly as much as we used to, the finger roll.
And Sloan kicks to Young. Down low. And the rejection by Embiid. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession.
Brooklyn ball.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. It's a 5-point game. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one, and that game will kick off a 4-game homestand. And that one's good. Sloan's got 6.
Defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
And here is Marshall. There's a screen. Thompson outside. Pass to Marshall. Just 5 on the clock. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. There's a minute 47 left in the third. A shot by Ellington, no good. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's the teardrop, and Cannon gets it to go. Cannon's got 4 this quarter.
You know, the teardrop sometimes is one of those, oh no, oh yeah, shot.
Lopez a screen. And Sloan kicks to Lopez. And Embiid pulls it down. The 76ers leading by 4. We've got 1:08 left to play in the third. Young with the steal. 3-on-3. Here's Sloan. And that one's good. Sloan's got 8.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Here's Cannon. He's got 13. There's a screen by Noel. On the wing, Thompson. No one near him. It calls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9. Nets trail by 4. Screen by Young. Sloan dishes to Young. And that one's good. 10 points for him.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same.
Here's Cannon. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And the shot is good.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. And that's a good strategy when you're on top.
Here's Sloan. He's got 8. Just 3 on the clock. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
That's his first personal foul.
The Nets have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10. No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. 76ers ahead, up 3. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. They've got Johnson. Jared Jack is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's Young, and it's Bargnani in at the center. Bogdanovich misses, had a chance to tie it there. Philadelphia leading by 3. Jennings with the ball. Now Jack defending. Jennings against Jack. Jennings passes to Okafor. Brooklyn with the rebound. Johnson outside. Here's Bogdanovich. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. Bogdanovich has got it all tied up now for the Nets. 76ers shooting at 51%. Really solid. Pick by Okafor. Passes it to Noel. Okafor against Bargnani. Here's Noel. Rejected by Bargnani. They recover it. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Bogdanovich, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Paul Millsap picks one up.
At the line, the 76ers.
free throw, no good. And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
Yeah, one more make would have been nice, but they do walk away with the lead.
Jennings kicks to Sampson. Jennings dishes to Millsap, and he uses both hands to jam it in. Boy, right down to the wire here, Clark. Still anyone's ball game.
Both teams really invested now. I mean, this is the type of game you love to win, and you'd hate to lose it.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through. Millsap a screen. Jennings passes to Millsap. He kicks to Noel. Back to Millsap. Shot clock at 6. A three-pointer off the mark. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting 47%, pretty solid. Bogdanovich dishes to Johnson. Trains it from beyond the arc. And the Nets lead by 2.
The defenders need to recognize and be alert to staying on him as we get into crunch time.
They set the pick. There's a screen by Noel. Dishes it to Millsap. Fires from deep, and he gets it to go. Millsap's got 30 points.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Picked by Bargnani. Young, right side. Good, and Jack gets the assist. And that's 12 points here for Thaddeus Young.
Wow, the fans are really getting their money's worth tonight. What an entertaining ball game.
Up to this point, Greg, it's been almost impossible to separate these teams. I think this one's going to be close all the way.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
Now here's Jennings. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Feeds to Noel. Millsap kicks to Sampson. The 76ers need to get off a shot, and that one's good. 12 points for Jahlil Okafor.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
One guy who's been getting it done is Paul Millsap.
He's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what the Nets coach was going over with his team. He's looking for whatever they have left in the tank. He said, I know it's been a hard-fought game, but now's not the time to leave anything in reserve. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I expect you to be going all out, full speed. Guys?
Thanks, Doris. Screen by Young. To the inside, here's Johnson. Shot is no good. Excellent D there from Okafor. 76ers have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Here's Millsap, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
What a performance from Millsap here. He has 9 rebounds and some big-time point production as well.
He's just been impossible to contain. He's been unreal in this game.
Utterly fantastic. is how I would categorize that performance, Greg.
The first free throw is good. And so Paul Millsap nails both of them. So it's Brooklyn now. They trail by 3. Now Jack. To the wing right side. Here's Bogdanovich. And the Nets miss again.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
The screen from Thompson. Right side Millsap. A rebound by the Nets.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Johnson, the pass to Jack. Young left side. Fires the 3. And the Nets miss again. Philadelphia leading by 3. Sampson dishes to Jennings. From the line. And he knocks down the jumper.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Jack, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. And Thompson kicks to Jennings. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And now it's an 8-point 76ers lead.
And he had one in the first as well. He can be dangerous. Keep an eye on him.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Millsap with it, and Young picks him up defensively. The screen from Thompson. Okafor with the screen on Jack. Jennings kicks to Thompson. Moves back up. No luck. Good defensive work there by Young. Nets trail by 8. Here is Bogdanovich. Johnson wide open. He fires. And again, unable to change momentum here.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Here's Jennings. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. Brooklyn's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the 4th. Here's Bogdanovich. Now the pass to Bargnani. Buries it from 3-point range. Bargnani's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Great opportunity right there. He's got such tremendous length. He can just rise up and get separation for the 3.
The drive by Jennings. He got right to the cup using that screen. And the 76ers lead by 9. Here's Young, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
Okafor with the screen on Jack. Thompson in the corner. That ball's great assist by Brandon Jennings. Thompson's got the lead up to 10 now for the 76ers. Jack passes to Bogdanovich. Here's Bargnani. Okafor grabs the miss. Okafor's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Thompson with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Pass to Jennings. Millsap a screen. Jennings kicks to Millsap. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Now here is Jack. Knocked loose. Kicks to Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. To the left wing for 3. Rebound by the 76ers. Millsap's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Thompson outside. Picked by Okafor. And Thompson kicks to Jennings. In transition, here come the Nets. The big dunk at the end of the break.
And a nice 1-2 punch there, guys. Great defensive play and great basket in transition.
Aggressive play, attacking basketball, on the attack, full throttle. I love it.
He took good advantage of that screen. That's 36 points for Paul Millsap.
His switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Here's Young. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Now here's Jennings. To the paint. Goes up off the pick. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
One guy who's been getting it done is Paul Millsap.
They don't seem to have any answers for him. They need to review their game plan and look for a way to cool him off.
Lopez is checked in for Young. And so it's Brooklyn with it. A 12-point game. Outside Jack to the inside. From 11 feet away. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. And now, 24 points for Brook Lopez.
That was a good time to call the timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
Philadelphia leading by 10. Now here's Jennings. He feeds it to Thompson. Millsap left side. Rebound, Brooklyn. Lopez has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
A key rebound there, but they can do a little better on the glass here down the stretch.
Guys, it's been their weakness to this point in the game, but they're still alive.
Gets it down to single digits. Lopez has got 14 points now in the second half.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Now here's Jennings. Here's the dish to Millsap. And falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. Millsap's got 40 points.
No, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him and did not seem happy about how things are going on right now and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
A minute 42 left here in the fourth quarter. And Jack kicks to Lopez. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. It's on Jahlil Okafor. Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the 76ers?
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
Another thing they've done tonight well is share the ball. So many of their points have come off of good, crisp passes.
Brook Lopez hits them both. Clark, they can burn some clock if they want to.
Yeah, and maybe buy a little oxygen while they're doing it.
Picked by Okafor. Jennings passes to Sampson. A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter of this one, and it's Okafor missing.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
There's the feed to Lopez. And the Nets miss again. The 76ers leading by 8. Jennings kicks to Thompson. 50 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Okafor, the pass to Sampson. 5 on the clock. Here's Millsap. That one wide left. Jack up on top. He's guarded by Jennings. And Bogdanovich kicks to Jack. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot.
Boy, Lopez hunkered down and anchored in on that pick.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Guys, we have seen them with a lot of good ball movement.
Well, you like the smooth operating they're showing you here. I mean, things are clicking, and more importantly, it makes them tough to defend.
Clark, what you know about Sade? Smooth operator. But I agree with you. I think we're all seeing that right now.
Yes, indeed.
That's the first. That makes it a 7-point lead. Tough break as his second attempt at the line. No good.
This game's finally gotten away from him.
Yeah, it certainly has. I mean, there's not really much they can do at this point.
For 3, Ellington cranes it from downtown. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making them.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. Both teams deciding to change it up. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in.
Okay, Philadelphia, let's give a hand to your own Sixers dancers.
From deep, Johnson. Shot misses. So the 76ers win it. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, and they got pushed down the stretch, but they did what they needed to do and held their ground when it mattered most and got the double.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Well, Paul, obviously a great win, and you're rewarded with a day off tomorrow. Tell us about the work you guys do when the team is off the court that helps you win games.
It's going to be good for us to sit down and watch some of the mistakes that we do. You know, I think tomorrow's going to be more of a teaching session. So, you know, it's good to have that day off, but we're going to get back at it.
Paul, thank you. Kevin, the classroom never ends.
Doris, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now the award-winning Ernie Johnson will take it from here. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly